Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to another episode from me, Avomance, in my seed review and tours series. Last week, we looked at this really awesome seed. I love this seed, just for the record, that was sent us to by the Ishvaku. It's in 115, loads of bees, and my goodness, everything is right nearby. We're going to go and look at another seed. I'm going to load that one up in 115 as well. Let's take a look now. So we've done it 19 times before now, so this should be no surprise that we are going to be creating this world together. That's the seed. However, we need to make sure we put the seed in the actual seed box. So we get a random one and you won't get the same as me. There we go. That's the seed number. It'll be in the description below. Let's generate this new world because I'm really interested to understand what we're actually going to be facing. What does he mean? The world is broken. I think it works. So what's a broken world? Let's find out. Okay, so we are in a desert biome. The sun is coming up. And it looks like it's working at the moment. However, look at those mountains. That's absolutely awesome. I love that already. Right, first things first, let's get ourselves blocked up. You know this is what we do. Otherwise, I'll never find my way back. Right, I think that will do. All what I can see right over there, a Pillager Tower. I can see some absolutely insane looking mountains. We're going to go and have a look at those in a bit. Desert going out in that direction and more desert going out in that direction. Right, so where are we? We are facing south, so we're going to go north first, which is towards the Crazy Mountains. Let's do it. What have we got over? This is bonkers. So this is a savanna biome that is just ultra extreme. Look at that. That's awesome. That looks like a seahorse. That one there, that's brilliant. This is insane. Can you imagine the build you could do with this savanna biome? You could make an absolutely insane castle on a mountain, like really craggy with all sorts of towers going this way and that way. That looks like a face out of Easter Island if you squint and turn your head to the side ever so slightly. I actually really love it when the seed goes a little bit screwy. So I can now see what they mean by the seed is broken. You've got what's effectively an extreme hills biome with a savanna on top right in the middle. Let's just go up over and past it and see what there is on the other side. This is brilliant. I really like it. So on the other side, it looks like we've got some kind of frozen tundra, which is brilliant. Let's just come down here then and have a look at the tundra. Is it or is it desert? No, it's desert. I can't tell sand from blooming snow. Oh dear, I think it's the shaders with the sun. So it's actually more desert, which is cool. So you're well sorted for sand. You're absolutely surrounded by it. So I've turned the shaders off so I can tell the difference between sand and gravel. I felt that was quite important. So other side of the mountains and that little desert area, you can see the mountains kind of just over the desert there. We've got a massive birch forest, but it's not really dense. So you could actually do some building, clearing a bit of a space, and it turns into a swamp. Now, we all know what I like about a swamp. I like swamps that have got very little structure on. This isn't too bad. It's got very little structure. But actually, what I'm really excited about from this swamp is this little island of swamp here. This one right here, that has got 0 around it. Look, you've got pretty much no spawnable areas anywhere near. You can make a little slime farm in this where that water's kind of all greeny. You can make a little slime farm with just a couple of iron golem podiums, and you probably get loads of slime if you were careful on that one. That's a really nice little find. I like that a lot. And then we carry on over the other side, or you've got more swamp over there that again has got very little structure around it. So you could extend that out perhaps. That would work quite well. Plenty of swampage and lots of birch forest again. So the other side of what was probably the largest birch forest I've ever seen, we've got a really nice open plains, which actually includes some sunflower plains. So look out for bees. And we've got, I mean, this plains just keeps on going. It's great. We've got a dark oak forest just over there. We've got more swamp over there with virtually no land around it as well. And look, right in the middle of this forest, in this swamp, we've got a witch's hut, a swamp hut, which means that you can do the famous double bubble. You can get yourself a slime farm and a witch farm with an AFK spot in the middle, and you can be collecting loads of lovely stuff. That is a really nice little find. We're back on our stone pillar. So we went over the mountains last time, so right turn, and we're going to be heading out towards the east where the savanna would normally be considered quite hilly. But if you compare it against that, that's flat as a pancake, isn't it? But we've got, look over there, just over there, we've got, oh my goodness. I was just going to say, we've got a desert temple, but we haven't just got a desert temple. That's the mansion. The mansion's there. Look, there's the post. There's the mansion. We've got I don't think I've ever had a woodland mansion, which was probably very close to the spawn chunks before. So we've got a village right literally bang on top of a woodland mansion. Have you ever seen that before? In the comments below, have you ever seen a village right next to a woodland mansion like that? Generally speaking, it shouldn't work because you don't get villages in these sorts of forests. And there's the pillager tower there. That's crazy. So maybe the pillagers come and reinforce the woodland mansion when everybody in there shouts. That's a beautiful find. It's actually a really nice village as well. Look, you've got the blacksmith, so you can loot that to high heaven, and all sorts going on. Really, really nice. I like that. Woodland Mansion, people. Look, you can still just see the top of me pillar if you look over there and you squint. That's brilliant. So what else have we got over there? Woodland Mansion. Oh my goodness. So as we fly over the desert, you can see the desert just continues on for a very long time. You've got a nice little ravine there with a winding river that runs through it. If you like to live in the desert, this will be actually a really nice place to go. You've got a decent sized village down here as well. You've got a tower. So like I've said in the past, absolutely perfect to be able to take on some kind of pillager raid from here. Stand on top with a bow and arrow and just ping them off for days. That's absolutely brilliant. I wouldn't do it off here because they might be able to take you, but there they haven't got a chance. Am I going back the way I just came? No, look, there's another ravine there as well, and absolutely, as we do like to see, we've got somewhere else to loot. We've got our desert temple. Look at that desert pyramid there, just waiting to be taken apart. Beyond that, we've got another desert temple just over there. You can see it very, very close. Is that and some open lava, which is always quite useful if you want to be able to make a nether portal without having to go down and make your own obsidian. You can actually get your lava there and make it dead easy. Plenty of tutorials on how to do that. I'm not going to tell you. That very nice monument there, and we've got not a lot in that, but again, you could do something quite interesting from a building perspective here. I like that. So we are heading southwards directly over the pillager tower that we could see. Look, just looming in. It's so daunting, looming into the side there. That absolutely mental. I've never seen one so close to a spawn before, ever, I don't think. That's amazing. Right, let's get ourselves moving south. Stop getting distracted, man. Over the pillager tower, and we can see what we've got the other side. So we're moving into what looks like a bit of a, is it a tiger biome, or is it, it's more of a mountains biome, not so much a tiger, because there's not nearly enough trees for it to be tiger. But we have gone past a village on that side there, a desert village. We've got another village. We've got so many villages in this. This is beautiful. We've got a little plains village there, which is really, really lovely. I wonder if there's any beeage. We've got plains. So 1 in 20 trees should have a bee's nest. Let's just have a little flyby, see if we can see any little buzzies anywhere. Now, they tend only to attach themselves to oak trees. I don't think I've ever seen one to a birch tree, so it's quite possible they just physically can't do it. But I don't see any bees at all on here. Not one. Look at that. There's more than 20 trees there. You'd have thought statistically there'd be at least one bee's nest on those. Oh, well, never mind. There is, however, a tiger biome right there, so that's quite nice. Decent village. Look at that. We've got not one, but 2 blacksmiths. Can you see that? 2 blacksmiths for you to absolutely fill your boots and steel to your heart's content. Which way is south? Have I gone off? I've gone off piste a little bit. That's south. That's better. So what's the other side? We've got a nice old mountain biome. It's not quite as extreme as the one right by spawn, but that's officially the one right by spawn isn't a mountain biome. So the mining is going to be better, quite possibly here. Although you do get really good mining under the swamp too. Oh, look at this. We've got another swamp that has got a huge amount of water with very little land. And you could just extend this little bit of land that you've got here out to the edge and get yourself sliming up for days. But look, huge coral reef just spreading out into the ocean. Really beautiful. Get your sea pickles. Just loads of them. Look at that. This is a nice site. It's a very manageable coral reef. That it's not the biggest coral reef that we've seen on this series, but that is a really nice big one, and an interesting looking cave just over there. Big old hole just over there, and more plains right in front of us. We've not had a lot of luck on the bee front, though, have we? Fortunately, beehives do spawn in according to, randomly when you load it up. So if I don't see a beehive or a bee's nest, doesn't mean that you won't. So that's quite a positive. Now, just the other side of where I was, I've moved on about 200 or 300 blocks, and we have found a flower forest. Now, flower forests are the best place for bees because you get lots of trees and lots of flowers. So it's absolutely the best. And we found our first bees in this biome. I'm surprised there's not been more, but we've got more there. It's doing this little dance around that flower. So this is where to come. You've got, where's the F3? So it's minus 1,000, 1,400. You've got a really nice flower forest. It's not a big one. Oh, actually, I'll take it back. It's quite a big one because it stretches all the way over here as well. So you could probably get loads of our little buzzy friends there. So we've done north, we've done east, we've done south. Oh my goodness, Woodland Mansion. And we have done... Oh no, we haven't done west. Let's do west instead then. Let's come across this. We've got the desert village that we saw when we headed south out on our left. But we've got big old deserts here with some winding rivers. It's a really nice landscape. Aesthetically, this seed looks absolutely beautiful. It's not just for those ridiculously crazy mountains there. They've actually got a really nice coverage. I'm quite happy playing on here. It'll be good. Mountains to the right of me. Plains to the left. Here I am stuck in the middle with the savannah. Oh, and we've got a savannah village. Why am I not surprised there's another village? We've got so many villages. It's amazing. And a huge swamp again. We are properly swamped with swamps in this one. Little bit too much land for my liking on that swamp, but the village is a good one. Lots of buildings, plenty to pillage in that village. I'll tell you what, we are so much worse than pillagers, us players, because we absolutely spank these poor villages. All we don't do is kill them normally. So this opens up into more plains, and I think, yes, look, this swamp here has got another witch hut. Just there, look, just there, it's another witch hut. So you could, it's a little bit too much land to make a really effective slime farm, although it is relatively flat. So again, you could join up your witch and your slime to make yourself a double farm. But this village over here, lots of buildings again. So you're spoilt for choice when it comes to villages. Just go on a complete Viking related raiding mission. And here as well, another pillager tower. That's our second pillager tower. This place has got everything you could possibly need. So I've just come over what's really quite a nice big tiger biome there, and it opened up into the smallest sunflower forest that I think I've ever seen. But just the other side of it, unsurprisingly, another village. There are more villagers than we could possibly ever wish to kidnap on this one. I think this comes into an ocean. The one thing that we didn't have lots of is ocean, actually, which makes monuments a little harder to come by. So I wonder where the closest monument is to spawn. And the answer to that question is 3,442 blocks away from my pillar that I am currently stood on. So it's actually quite a long way to get to a monument, ocean monument. So that's, is it a downside? Well, it depends if you want prismarine, I suppose, but it's about 3,500 blocks away. The nearest stronghold is less than 1,500 blocks away. The nearest jungle pyramid is over 7,000 blocks. And that doesn't mean that the nearest jungle is over 7,000 blocks, but a jungle pyramid is a good indication as to where the closest jungle is. And the nearest mansion, it's only 500, just across those trees. Have I mentioned that before? I've taken my night vision potion, and I'm going to go underground to see what is there in 3, 2, 1. And, oh, I timed it right. That makes a change, doesn't it? And look at the size of it. We've got a massive mine shaft directly underneath us. I can immediately see the spider spawner literally right there. That's awesome. That's pretty close. Have we got, and is that another one over there? That looks like the telltale signs of another spider spawner. Literally right underneath us. You can see the pillar is just there. That's superb. It's a massive mine shaft. Look at the size of it. It's absolutely huge. What else have we got nearby? We've got plenty of little tiny ravines. that, you know, it's going to obviously give us the opportunity to find plenty of diamonds. If you don't like to do branch mining, and some people don't believe branch mining is the way forwards, personally I think it's perfectly fine to branch mine, and I do it very much, thank you. But some people like to use ravines and caves to find their diamonds, so you've got plenty of opportunity for a good old diamond search around here. Right under the crazy big mountains, we have got another massive mine shaft, and we've got, look at this, a double bubble spawner, literally joined by a little room. This has been made, literally, someone has thought, the Minecraft gods have thought, I wonder what these people would love. I know what they'd love. I would love to give them two spawners right next to each other, joined by a little tiny room. That would be perfect. And it is a skelly spawner. It's only a double skelly spawner. It's a double skelly spawner joined by a little room. Look, if I come inside, look, you've got a little room there and a little room there. It's perfect. That is, oh, I didn't mean to put my head in that. That is exactly what you want for a skeleton spawner right there. For your information, we're at -106, -257, down at about level 20. That sort of area. Okay, 106, 264, level 20 brings you right into that little room. That's perfect. I don't know why I just put my head in that room there as well. Not a clue. Time to go interdimensional. There's my big stone pillar. Here is my portal to hell. Let's have a wander through and see what's waiting for us. I hope it's not lava. Well, watch out. You have got a lava column coming down relatively close to where the portal comes out, but it is a level below the portal. You've got a little bit of you can see here a little bit of netherrack that kind of stops the portal getting flooded, but do be cautious because you only need to be a few blocks across and you're going to be right in the middle of that. You are also in a very wide open space, which means that you could get ghasted to within an inch of your life. Look, there's two literally there, but I'm really quite interested to know where the nearest fortress is. The fortress is what I want. And I didn't even need to TP. You can see there's the portal that I came through. Just wander through this little gap here. Dead easy. There's no difficult terrain whatsoever to navigate. And you have got a massive fortress. Now, I do always get very sad when I see lava flowing into a fortress, because very occasionally it flows into the Nether wart room. And that does your mushrooms no good whatsoever. But we've got... So the majority of this fortress is over land, which is a shame because it makes it harder for you to make a wither skeleton farm. But you know what? I think it's okay. It's big, it's broken, and there's plenty of places for you to explore. But more importantly, where are my mushrooms? I want to see where my mushrooms are. No need to panic because I found them. They're a little bit hidden. You've got to kind of wangle your way through this way, but you do get your mushrooms there. And I did go past at least 2 blaze spawners on the way here. This is a very, very big fortress. So, you know, don't get worried if you can't find anything straight away, because this is one of the bigger fortresses that I've seen in a long time, actually. And as a result, you're probably going to get lost. But look at it, it's huge. I don't know about you, but I really like this seed. That is absolutely crazy talk right there. But did I mention that there's a woodland mansion just across the road? Did I mention that? Right next to a village with a pillager outpost that you could probably shoot pillagers from the village or the roof of the woodland mansion. What a superb seed. Really delighted that this was seed 20, the last seed of the year or the first seed of the year. I'm not sure when I'm going to release this. This could be the first seed of 2020 or the last seed of 2019. However it works, I don't know. But I have to say thank you very much to, I want to say this right, Ustadji. Is that Ustadji? Have I said that right? Well, if I've not, I apologise. But thank you so much for sharing this seed with us. It's absolutely brilliant. Woodland Mansion just there. 150 bazillion villages. A crazy talk type of mountainous savanna. Every biome that you could want except jungle, I grant you, which is a long way away. We've got all sorts very, very nearby. This is superb. The stronghold's only 1,500 blocks away. Thank you, Ustadji. We really appreciate it. If you've got a seed that you think would be suitable for one of these reviews, if it's got something really weird, or if it's got massive stuffs, if it's really gorgeous and beautiful, or everything you want to build a farm is right next door, just let me know. Send me an email to avamancminecraft@gmail.com. That is avamancminecraft@gmail.com. let me know what's so great about it. A little bit of notes on the seed and of course the seed number or name, and I'll take a look and maybe it'll appear in one of these seed videos in the future. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying it, and I will keep on making them. Also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club. I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.